Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to another episode of Finding Him with me, Aliza Kim. Now today I'm going to fulfill my promise to you and tell you exactly what I did on the first day. So after I took my shahada, it was like this big blur. What am I supposed to do next, right? But fortunately there were some ladies there to help me out, and the first thing that they took me to do was to make ablution. But what's highly recommended actually is that you take the religious bath, which is called Ghusl in Arabic, and that is the major ablution. But what exactly is ablution anyway? Well, ablution is actually how you cleanse yourself, a spiritual cleanse or a religious cleanse before you start worshiping. And you know, there's a few things that you need to know. So let me just get out my trusty notes again, because I don't want to forget anything. Let's see, where are those notes? Here. Okay, so yes. So ablution is something that you do to spiritually cleanse yourself, and you can either use water or you can use dust. Dust is only used in when there's no water and when you're sick. So Ghusl is a major ablution, and it purifies your whole body, and it has to be valid at all times. And the times when you take Ghusl are: number one, after you take the shahada and you become a Muslim, it's highly recommended that you do it on that day. Also, okay, I'm going to get a little bit personal here, okay? Another time that you should be taking the major ablution is after you climax, like in terms of intimacy. So that could be either from a wet dream or actual intimacy with your spouse. Also, for women, after menstruation or after the bleeding after childbirth. Also after also very sensitive, after an abortion, and after a person passes away. So those are the conditions of when you have to take the major ablution. This is the ablution that you take before you pray, actually, and this one is called Wudu. So the whole body one is called Ghusl, and the lesser one is called Wudu, or minor ablution. Minor ablution you have to take after you go to the bathroom, either number one or number two, it doesn't matter. Also, if you pass wind, another one is when you sleep or deep sleep. So if you're laying down, you go into a deep sleep. If there are fluids that are discharged from your body, it's related to the climax, but maybe before the climax, but yeah, you know what I mean. And also when you bleed heavily. So first thing, when you take the bath, the Ghusl, is that you set your intention. Everything in Islam, it has to do with your intention. Okay, you set your intention that you're going to do this religious bath for the sake of Allah, so that you can be ready to worship Him. First thing, you want to wash your hands, and then you want to take your left hand and wash your private parts. Okay, I won't do that demonstration. After that, you want to cleanse your hands again with soap, so everything's clean and free from whatever you touched. And after that is when you want to say Bismillah. Bismillah is translated from Arabic to English to mean in the name of Allah. After you say Bismillah, first thing is you wash your hands. Everything in Islam, we want to try to start with your right side. So we wash our right hand first, and it should be your entire right hand all the way to the wrist bone, and if you can, rub between your fingers. And then you want to do the same thing with the left hand. After the hands, you want to basically rinse your mouth and nose, and you basically take some water into your mouth and sniff at the same time, so that water goes in, and you want to just blow it out. After hands, then mouth and nose, you want to wash your face. Washing your face, you can cup your hands like this and take some water. It should be new water each time. You want to wash your face 3 times. And what I was taught actually is that there are limits to the face. So it's the hairline, which is about here, all the way down to where your ears are, and then to your chin, which is here, so the jawbone. After that, you want to wash your forearm. Forearm is from your hands all the way to your elbow. Okay, we start from the right again, and then left side, hands all the way to the elbow. After that, you want to wipe over your head. So you want to start at the front of your face, or at the front of your hairline, and rub all the way to the back hairline, and then back again. Okay, and then take your index fingers, stick it in your ears, wipe that. And then after you wipe inside, you take your thumbs and wipe behind. Got that? That part, after that, is the washing of the head. Now, if you're under a shower, it's going to be really easy. You just turn yourself around and just stick your head into the shower, okay? Then you want to stick your fingers into your hair, just rub so that your whole scalp gets wet. Then you get your hair all wet. Finally, the body, right? So you want to wash your body from the right side first and then the left side, just like everything else. Then you go to your feet. Your feet, you want to wash kind of similar to the way that you wash your hands. You want to wash the whole foot up to the ankle bone, and then if you can, you want to go in between the toes. Now, what I would recommend for you to do is you type it out, you print it out on A4 paper, take it to the shop, laminate it so it's waterproof, and just stick it in your shower. So that when you're doing it, you can actually look here and you know it's right there for you, and you don't have to stick your head out and get your phone wet and all this other stuff that I went through. So that's basically Ghusl. It's good to do, highly recommended to do on the same day as your Shahada, and you have to have it intact for you to do any kind of worship. Okay, so that's the first one that I wanted to share with you. The next one, in our next episode, I'm going to be sharing Wudu with you. So stay tuned for the next episode as I introduce to you Wudu. Okay, so I hope that Ghusl or the major ablution wasn't too confusing for you. Do go back, type it out, like I said, laminate it, and just put it in your shower so it really makes life a lot easier. Stay tuned for the next episode, and any other episodes. You can also go to the channel link, which is here, the DOPS channel. Be sure to also like the video, share the video, and if you want to have a conversation or a chat with me, you want to ask me any questions, you can go to my Facebook, which is Facebook/official Aliza Kim, and I'll see you next episode.